Hey, OJ Kush. Hey, Edith. Thank you for being here. I'm late, but I'm here. Okay. Let me get logged in because I'm gonna need the laptop for this chat. Let me. Okay, hang on. Let me send out. Get logged in. No light surges in here, so okay. Thank you, everybody watching. Please click like and subscribe. Welcome. Hi, I'm Miss and Joy. This is Miss and Joy's Tarot. This is Cosmic Chat with Miss and Joy. Tonight's topic is superstitions and signs. So this will be anything from like um, what black cats mean throughout different cultures to like sweeping your feet, or like we talked about how the train means forward moving and movement and progress. Let me send out my link. Hold on. Let me get logged in on the laptop so I can still keep up with y'all on both sides. And I have to send one to a coworker, I promised. There we go. She was upset because she missed a notification last week, and I was like, it's not just, that's all of YouTube. Not just me, there's larger readers, and everybody has the same damn complaints. Okay, all right. We're on the laptop. Okay. Let's see. One more ting. Okay. And I forgot to do my thumbnail. I have one saved for Cosmic Chat, but I still haven't. I have to update it and post it. Okay. Let me see. Okay, so I'm going to see if we get a couple more people in the chat. It says I have 5 thumbs up. I like that. Thank you very much, everybody. So let's start with it. Well, actually, I'm going to let you all start. Because, like I said, we talked about the train and that it means forward movement and progress. So, are there any superstitions that anyone wants to discuss? If you ever thought it was like a stupid one, if you ever want to know if there were like, if there was any, where it came from, if there was any truth to it, any, any sustenance or the original origin of said superstition or saying. It could be like sayings or like I said, the different meanings of things. Like the one that always got me was like if your hand itches, which is losing money, getting money, depends on what hand. The other one, and I have this quite often, eye twitching. Um, when your nose itches. There's different things like that. Um, Anybody? It's a chat, so we got to chat, y'all. Chat. I'm watching. I'm paying attention. Let's see. Let's find. Let me. What in the world? Okay. Let's see. Why does my search engine keep changing without my permission? Huh. Okay, let's see. When your left hand money coming in, right hand money going out. Okay, Tarot's Apprentice. Let's see. Oh, I checked in with y'all. I was watching. I was at work, so I wasn't watching. I was listening election night. Man, I had election anxiety. When I tell you all the next day I could not sleep, election anxiety and stress is very real. Go Biden, Biden Harris. Okay, so itchy palms are mostly associated with money. If your right hand itches, it could mean you will get or lose money, but it depends on the part of the world and local tradition. One belief says if your right palm is itchy, you will receive some money and it's a lucky omen. Okay, hold on. They've got it separated specifically. Um, that is, and okay, so an itching left palm means that money is coming in, while the right itching palm means money is going out. However, in India, it's even more specific. There's a left hand itching means money if you're a female, and a right hand itching means money for males. There's an old Chinese saying that a purse on the floor is money out the door. Now, that one my grandma swore by. She would freak out if you put your purse on the floor. She would be like, "You're always going to be broke. Don't put your purse on the floor." But damn it, I do it all the time. And I more so now operate out of a place of manifestation. If you live in a like if you want to get something or buy something and you sit there and stress about it and go, well, if I buy this, I'm not gonna have enough of that. I'm not gonna have enough of that. If you do that, then you won't. So like at this point, because if you, I talked to my mom about it, because like if you've ever noticed people that like my sister and my brother-in-law, they would just spend money like they had it like that. And indeed, they continue to have it like that. And my mom would be like, I don't understand it. I'm careful with my money. I'm always broke. And I thought about that and I applied that and I was like, you know what? Did I put that up backwards? I did. I put one of, no, it's not backwards. It's just dumb. Okay. I have Chinese fans on the wall and I thought I had put one of them backwards because it's not shiny, but it's not. It's just dull. Um, so I started to say, fuck it. I'll be all right because think about it. If you stressed about it, most of the time you still got everything paid, you know? So I just said to hell with it. If there's something I want and it's not like ridiculous, I go ahead and get it. And I'm not worried about what I need to get paid or get paid. I'm going to keep everything on. I'm going to stay, you know. So I just do and don't worry about it so much. Right? Don't split the pole. Tarot's Apprentice, that was another one. Now, the other one, like I said, that I have quite frequently, I'm about to find that one now, is eye twitching. No, I don't want the medical causes. See, this search engine, I can't. Why is this? Okay, so if Chrome is my browser, why does it say Yahoo? I didn't even know Yahoo was still a thing, y'all. Okay. All right. Okay, there we go. Okay, so what does it mean when your right eye twitches? Superstitions around the world say that when your right eye twitches, it's a good sign. This is supported in the Bible as well, which says that the eyes are a window to your soul. The eye is the lamp of the body. If your eyes are healthy, your whole body will be full of light. Matthew 6:22. Okay? Go away, pop up. Go away, pop up. All right? And And then again, and then it goes further to say if your right eye jumps or twitches, this is a sign that you are a very creative person. You likely have much unused potential inside you. You are full of light and express your unique personality in everything you do. Look around your living room, and it might reveal your hobbies and artistic talents. Definitely. Okay. It also means you have big dreams or goals, yada, yada, yada. Where's the left eye? Okay, so what does it mean when your left eye twitches? What? Okay. Left eye twitching is often thought to be an omen of bad news, and my left eye twitches all the damn time. Makes sense? My life is a walking tower moment. Well, yeah, pretty much. No, not really. Only when dealing with masculine. Hmm. Okay, left eye twitching is often thought to be an omen of bad news. While there are many different superstitions around the world about eye twitching, the Bible reveals the true meaning. Eye twitching can be a sign of evil intentions. For example, Proverbs 6:12 through 13 says, a troublemaker and a villain who goes about with a corrupt mouth, who winks maliciously with his eye, signals with his feet, and motions with his fingers, who plots evil. That's winking. That's not twitching. This is not what we mean. When your left eye is twitching, you are thinking about the past. It could be a sign that you are worried about the past. No matter what you do, you can't seem to forgive or forget someone from your past. That would explain why my left eye is twitching right there. Their words and actions cause you so much pain. Hold on, let me scroll. So much pain that you are not ready to move on, and forgiveness does not seem like an option. How can you forgive somebody who's constantly doing the same shit? The Bible reminds us that the left eye jumping is a sign that we are behaving unacceptably. Whoever winks their eye is plotting perversely. Whoever purses their lips is bent on evil. Okay. All right. Left eye twitching might be a reminder to have an open heart and stop feeling resentful towards those who have hurt you. Okay, that I can get with. I completely resonate with that. All right. So we've done eye twitching, purses on the floor, and what else do we do? Hands itching. Okay. Hey Marie, how you doing? You used to say when your ears are ringing, someone is talking about you. Now, Harold's Apprentice, my family, my grandma used to say when your nose was itching, somebody was talking about you. So let's do that one. When your ears ring, spiritual meaning, because otherwise we're gonna pull up all kinds of shit from the Mayo Clinic. Oh, this one breaks it down in the left and right ear. Okay, let's see. Let's see. The left ear ringing is associated with messages about your life on earth. In contrast, the right ear ringing is said to be messages for God or someone you know in heaven. Now, I would have to go with not assigning it to a specific ear because I rarely get right ear twitching. It's always my left ear. And then I will begin to get and receive messages. So let me check. There was another one. Let me see what the other one had to say. Got my caffeine. The spiritual meaning of ringing in your ears is a sign that you are energetically, stop with the damn pop ups, that you are energetically sensitive and aware of the subtle energy shifts that are happening in your physical and etheric bodies. It is often a sign that you have clairaudient or clairsentient ability, clairsentient abilities and are able to discern information from energetic exchanges around you. That's what my ear ringing is. Now, let's put in ear ringing superstition and see if we get nope, it's still saying messages from the other side. But it's generally positive. Okay. Now, like I said, the one that when your nose itches. Right, Edith. That's what I get. When spirit is talking to me, my ears ring. No, some nose itching superstitions point to a specific part of the nose rather than the general nose area. When the inside of the nose it itches, it's said to mean that you will face sorrow due to problems in your life. Itching on the outside of your nose means that you will be annoyed by something soon. What are superstitions associated with no? Let's see. Rubbing someone is coming. Okay. Rubbing a nose that is itchy on wood can guarantee the arrival of that person. A twist to this itchy nose superstition is that an itch on the right side of the nose, look, my nose is itching on the right side, means that a man is coming. Ooh, sookie, sookie now. But if it occurs on the left side of the nose, this is a sign that a woman is coming. Ha! Oh. Nose itching superstitions point to a specific part of the nose rather than okay, I already that was repeating. One old wives' tale about itchy nose superstition is that an itch on the tip of the nose means that you will soon get an important letter in the mail. It can be good or bad, nothing important, depends on your own psychology. If your nose itching continues for a long time, it means you and it's bothering you, it could probably mean that you may experience injustice. Dang, there's a lot of them on the nose, y'all. There's a popular belief that an itchy nose means someone is in love with you or that your lover is coming back to you. An itchy nose, sorry. I've been triggered. I've been triggered, masculine triggered the fuck out of me this week, the past couple days. And it's just, so like I'm not in love zone right now. I'm like in whatever zone. But that someone's in love with you or that a lover is coming back. And itchy nose is also associated with strange or unfortunate encounters. It could mean that you are about to meet a foolish person or maybe someone who is a trickster or deceiver. One common and popular superstition is that a nose itch means you are about to receive some news. I still don't see having an itchy nose means that you may argue with someone soon, so expect conflict. That's in South America. That's in South America. Hi, Tori. It's my daughter's first time in the chat. This is one of my twins that's in my chat, y'all. Everybody say hi, Tori. Latoria Dillahunt is my baby. She's not a baby. She's a very responsible adulting woman, but she's still my baby. That's mini me. They're all my mini me's because we were just talking about how strong women are just in the family. We just alpha women. That's all we turn out. I mean, just I wish our men would step it up a little bit. Sons and brother included. Good Lord. I'm just ugh. Okay. So we're talking about superstitions. Kelsey, don't start that shit in my chat. I've already been triggered. Cut it. Save it for Thanksgiving. All right, so we got itchy noses, we got itchy eyes. Anybody? Now, I never quite this other one that I always sweeping of the feet. Some about jail or being a drunk man or Tarot's Apprentice chime in. What is that one? Kelsey? Did you? Kelsey. Yeah, now I'm fucking triggered. Thank you very much. I don't appreciate that shit. Now see, that completely made me forget what track I was on. What were we talking about? Oh, sweeping of the feet. See, what in the world is this website? I don't understand this search engine. Okay. What? Okay. Bad luck. Sweeping over someone's feet with a broom. Someone sweeping over your feet just got dangerous. Not only is it unpleasant, but it also brings you bad luck. Okay, but it varies in different cultures. In some cultures, sweeping your feet is a good thing because it symbolizes getting rid of the negative and therefore is not something you should bring to another person. Okay. Oh, okay. So it's not a good thing. Okay, so right, I've heard that before. Okay, so within the Wiccan culture, sweeping is used to get rid of negative energies. I forget in which direction. I think you're supposed to go, always supposed to go left to right. Um, and it, because the broom picks up those negative intentions and carries them, supposed to carry them away. If you in turn use that broom to sweep a person's feet, it gives them those negative intentions. Right, Tarot's Apprentice. I posted that on my Facebook page right when I was moving, and I was told don't bring an old broom to a new house. So like I was leaving out, and he kept the broom, dumbass. So he could have all them problems. That's probably why he's going through what he's going through. Well, no, there's a lot of reasons why he's going through what he's going through. But he grabbed the broom because it was like the last thing in the apartment, and I was like, I don't want that broom. I have a new one here. And he was like, fine, I'll take it. That's fine. Fine with me. So that might explain some of what he's experiencing. But yeah, but I have a new one here. So I got a new broom and a new mop. I didn't bring either. Yeah, so it said, Edith, that if you take your old broom from your new house, and Tori, if you're still watching, give it a few minutes. You'll be back in the chat. And how long is 300 seconds? Does anybody know? And why is it 300 seconds? What does that freaking do? Hold on. How long is 300 seconds? 300 divided by 60, y'all. Y'all know I failed math. I claim my math. My dyscalculia is what it's called. So that's 5 minutes. All right, that's 5 minutes. So everybody who's been muted, thank you, y'all. So for everybody who's been muted, you can speak again in 5 minutes, but speak kindly, Kelsey. Bring that shit in my chat. Okay. All right. So now to go into sweeping your broom with the feet. Now, see, this is what I heard, as what I've heard as well. If you sweep in the deep south, they say if you sweep your feet with a broom, you will go to jail. Like I have seen actual fighting, this person says. Or if you sweep for women, it's if you sweep your feet, you will not get married or cannot get married. I need to get to sweeping then, because let me tell you, marriage has not served me. I now I'm to the point where, because I'm at a different point in my life, if I get married, there'll be no that children and crap involved. So I'll be okay on that level, but I know that I need equal give and take. Like I said, if I ever get married again, it's going to be more of a business compromise or it's going to be smart, not just emotionally, but financially. And it's going to be balanced and equal give and take in the given situation. And so Edith tells us a lot. I've swept my feet. I've been engaged and I walked away. Yeah, I've been married 3 times. I walked away. And I think this last time we both walked away. I don't know. But that's that one. So for men, it's you'll go to jail. And I've heard that. And for women, it's you won't get married. So, but I've always wondered because, like, I was already married. So I was like, what does that mean for me? Okay. So, Charles said we had a plastic broom for cleaning and a straw broom for cleaning energy. Now, see, I have a straw broom, period. So, but then I have a Swiffer because I got hardwoods. So I use my Swiffer really mostly. I don't really use, because it's just me here. I don't get anything on the floor. It might get a look, from the bottom of your shoes. I might have some dirt fall off my shoes, but they pretty much don't come past the kitchen. So I use my Swiffer and that pretty much catches it. So okay, so let's see. Let's see. We've done brooms. Okay, hold on. Ooh, y'all said a lot. Just sweep your doorstep and that keeps away unwanted guests. Ooh, gotta do that. Right, you sweep toward the door. So what do you do, Tarot's Apprentice? You snuff the candle, don't blow it out? Okay. Okay, you snuff it out. Okay, I'll start doing that. Now I've heard that about sage, that you don't like put it out. You just allow it to go out because like if it burns a lot, then it burns as much as needed is what I'm told. Okay. Now sometimes I'll blow them out and sometimes I will I but when okay, how can I put it? The candles that I use when I call spirit, I blow them out because that's how I was taught to release them. So I guess snuffing it would be do the same thing or be better. So I'll do that moving forward. I'll because I didn't know about that. Let's see. What else we got? What else is out there? Okay, so I've had several black cats. I'm gonna tell you what, we had two. And during that period, I have to say things were bad between us, but when we had two black cats, I have to say things were the worst between masculine and I. But I do know that in other countries, it's a good sign. Superstition number one. There's several. Let me click. All right. Okay. Number one, black cats are witches in disguise. If you if you're spooked when you see, now we talked about this. I don't know if y'all remember back when I had the cats that I had were black. I have one of them was actually a um she would disappear. She would teleport. She was a teleporting cat. She would when I tell you that cat was not in the damn house. And I'd be like, we'd call her, and then eventually she'd come back. But and I'd be like, where's Shuri? And Masculine would be like, she's gone again. So if you're spooked when you see a black cat, it's probably from medieval folklore that continues to shroud the reputation of these dignified kitties. Black cats have long been associated with witches and witchcraft. It is said that the story began when a black cat was seen running into a house thought to have been inhabited by a witch. During the Middle Ages, black cats became equated with black magic. Roaming nocturnal cats were thought to be witches in disguise, witches' pets, or animal shaped demons sent by witches to spy on humans. Throughout the early 13th century, wait, throughout the early 13th century Europe until the 17th century Salem witch trials in Massachusetts, black cats were killed along with those who were considered witches. Wow, poor kitties. Black cats have evolved into icons of anything relating to witchcraft, especially during the Halloween season. Black cat superstition number two. A black cat is also associated with bad luck and sadly death. The fear of black cats appears to stem from medieval times when an animal with dark feathers or fur, including crows and ravens, signaled death. In 16th century Italy, it was believed that death was imminent if a black cat would lay on someone's sick bed. In modern day America, negative connotations continue to haunt black cats. It's considered bad luck if a black cat crosses your path, and good luck if a white cat crosses your path. Another family member is bound to die if you spot a black cat during a funeral procession. And it's a bad omen if you see a black cat walking away from you. But if it's not your cat, they run. What kind of shit is that? Black cat superstition number three. Black cats are good luck. Black cats are also believed to bring in good luck in many ways. In ancient Egypt, black cats were held in the highest esteem because they resembled Bastet, the cat-headed Egyptian goddess of the home, fertility, protection from disease. Black cats are considered good luck in other parts of the globe as well. In Asia and the UK, you're going to be lucky in life if you own a black cat. In Japan, you'll have luck in finding love if you spot a black cat. In parts of England, a bride will have luck in her marriage if she receives a black cat as a gift. In Europe, sailors will have a safe journey if they bring along a black cat on the ship. In Scotland, you'll have coming prosperity if a black cat appears at your doorway or on your porch. In France, something magical is about to happen if you see a black cat. In other countries around the world, it's a sign of good luck if you dream about a black cat or see one walking toward you, or if you happen to find a stray white hair on its gleaming ebony fur. Hmm. Charles Apprentice, you're not a cat person. Right, Terrence. If anybody, oh, what was that movie? If you've ever seen the movie Constantine, I think is that movie. He actually, it's about an angel, and he uses the cat. He looks deep into the cat's eyes, and he uses the cat as a portal to go back and forth between dimensions and worlds. Mm-hmm. I think it was Constantine. I love kitties. I have too much going on in my apartment to really have one right now because, like, I've got a tasseled curtain that hangs that between my the like it's like my hallway is over here and there's a doorway, open doorway, and so I have like a tasseled glittery curtain that hangs right there, and that's like a cat dream. And that's always I've always had. Masculine had our first two cats really good at not fucking with it. He was really good at training them. Well, somewhat. Yeah, he was very mean to them. Let me just say it, and they had anxiety because of it, and it caused them to like do a lot of other shit. So it was an issue, but but yeah. So in other countries, it's good luck, but over here, it's bad luck. So, but I love kitties. I'm a kitty person. I'm a kitty person. I am a kitty person. Mm. Mm. I don't know, my cup is leaking. Oh, my throat. Okay, let's see. What else is out there? Um, I've always entering and exiting the same door. I've heard that one. And let's see. What is it? Okay, there was another one about as we were talking about sweeping, and if you sweep your doorstep, you won't unwanted people won't come. That's awesome. But I've been good so far. Nobody comes here. Nobody comes near me. I think people already know I'm weird because I have gnomes guarding my door. Oh, that's a good one. In the realm of elements, gnomes are the governors of earth. A gnome is a small spirit recognized throughout Renaissance magic and alchemy. It was first introduced the what? It was first introduced to scientist par, par, Periculus in the 16th century, along with sylphs and nymphs and fairies, undines, and salamanders, beings of the other elements. He could have chose this name for two separate derivatives. First, Latin word known. Okay, we don't need to know what the word is. Okay, here we go. Gnomes, creatures as spiritual messengers. Magical creature totems, angels as spiritual messengers. Angel spirits, messengers of God, nature spirits. Hold on. Okay. Evil gnomes. Wait, no, I'm sorry, it's not evil. Elves, gnomes, and spirits. Elves and gnomes were an integral part of everyday life in ancient days. There were house elves, barn elves, mill elves, fire elves, but also evil gnomes. Actually, it was thought that every place in nature and among men had a specific spirit or elf or gnome. The house elf or home elf was the spirit of the first man who lived in the house, who made the first fire in its fireplace. Spiritual meaning of gnomes. A gnome is a small spirit recognized throughout Renaissance magic and alchemy. It was first introduced. Okay, we said that already. The gnome in your home. A tradition of kindness tells the tale of a group of gnomes who do their small size due to their small size and lack of magical skills, question if they can make a difference. The gnomes come to realize that they have a valuable gift for kindness. What the hell? What are gnomes and how can they help you? I know they're guardians of the home and animals, which is why I have them out front. So that's why I have my gnomes. And I first started, I actually have seen some. I know. I don't care if you think I'm crazy. I really don't. I see what I see. I have not seen a fairy. So, but I have seen gnomes. I first saw one. The first one I saw was when I had the cat. I had Blaze with her little badass, and she was a bad cat. She was a horrible kitty, and she was just very feral and very untamed. I rescued her from some little kids outside who really weren't doing her any justice, and I basically that's when I saw the gnome, and basically it was like I guess it was trying to reason with the cat or whatever. So since I love gnomes, I have fairies. I don't engage, right? They leave mushroom circles. Now that I thought was weird. And I did say that everywhere that I move, I seem to get a crop of mushrooms near, like right outside next to my porch. There's a bunch of mushrooms, and they weren't there when I first got here. So there's shrooms out there now. Yes. Tarot's Apprentice, that's true. The thing about the cutting hair, and I say it, I say it all the time. When we have a new moon, that's when you're supposed to cut your hair or clip your ends. If you cut your hair on a full moon, it stunts the growth or it won't grow properly. That is absolutely right, Tarot's Apprentice. Tarot's Apprentice, that sounds like gnomes. That you said you see shadows on the floor and they move fast. That sounds like gnomes. Because fairies more so fly. So that was going to be a gnome or an elf. Because they stand about, the gnome it was about, I'll give it 4 or 5 inches at the most. It was about this big. And yes, it had the little hat. I'm just saying. It had the little hat, and it had like a little stick, like a rod, a wand. It had like a staff, a little staff, and it was like trying to basically it was like trying to tame the damn cat, the cat, because that was a bad cat. That cat was trying me. That cat was sent to try me. It really was. It really was. Mushroom symbolism. All right, it is. Here we go. Mushroom symbolism. The little red hats of gnomes and the Scandinavian tote might go back to shamanistic issues. Da, 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 da. I believe the hats are like phallic symbols. They represent the potent force of nature, a force that was believed to be channeled by the powers of the little caps on top. So, but let's see. Let's go more into that. Mushroom circles. Mushrooms, magic, and folklore. Let's see. Okay. In many areas, the appearance of a ring of mushrooms on the ground is cause for either rejoicing or alarm. In Great Britain, these circles are known as fairy rings. I've heard that. And that they are where the fae, which is what the fairy realm was called, the fae realm, with the fae come to dance and frolic after a rainstorm. It's where they come to frolic and okay. So it is, you said, you've got the fairy thing. Nita said, I seen them. I thought I was tripping. Yes, they're really fast. I'm glad. I'm glad. Cause child, I sometimes I have learned to get past that. I just say fuck it now. And when people just look at me like and shake their head like you're crazy, and I'm like, fuck it, think I'm crazy. I know what the fuck I saw. I'm not sitting around here doing all I've ever smoked was marijuana. I've never done cocaine or any other. And I'm lying. I did mushroom. No, not mushrooms. I'm sorry. I dropped acid when I was 19 one time. No, I wasn't even 19. I was 17. I dropped mushrooms when acid, not mushrooms. I dropped acid when I was like 17, 18 one time. So that was about it. And what I went through with that was wow. Anyway, all right. So I was like, if I saw the gnome, I've seen them. I know what I saw. I'll tell you about the Akashic Library in a few minutes. Let me get through this and how I was finally glad that I talked to someone else. Spirit will guide you to other people who've seen the same shit or had the same experiences just to validate that you're not cray cray. Um, so in Great Britain, these circles are known as fairy rings, and they are where the fae come to dance and frolic after a rainstorm. However, like many other locations associated with fairies, humans who dare to enter such a ring may find themselves asleep for hundreds of years, or worse yet, whisked off to the land of the wee folk, never to return. In Holland, these rings are believed to be left when the devil sets down his milk churn, and once he picks it back up, there's a big circle left in the grass. Okay. In some countries, such as France and Austria, these rings are associated with sorcery and malevolent magic. That word has always gotten me. And travelers are well advised to steer clear of them. Vance Rudolph says in his book, Ozark Magic and Folklore, that in many parts of the Ozarks, it is believed that mushrooms must be gathered when the moon is full. Gather them at any other time, and they will be unplantable. Or perhaps even poisonous. He also adds that it's said that mushrooms growing in an orchard where apple trees are in bloom are always edible. I don't know about that. Please, y'all, if you're gonna fuck with shrooms, even touch them. Google it. Check the what it is, what kind of mushroom it is before you even touch it. One of the best known mushrooms, or at least in European culture, is the red and white fly agaric. This mushroom appears often in illustrations and fairy tales. Smurfs! You might see a gnome or a fairy perched on the top of one. Experts believe that the fly agaric was used as a hallucinogenic by Northern European shamans and religious leaders. Interestingly, it contains two toxins that reduce the body's response to fear stimulus, so it may have been ingested by warriors prior to battle. In Central Europe, the fly agaric is associated with the Yule season, and there is a theory that Santa Claus, red and white suit, originated in the colors of this magic mushroom. Erica Tamar of Superstition Speaking says there are numerous beliefs about the origin of mushroom. One story in God and Saint Pete, in one story, says, in the Bible, okay. In one story, God and Saint Peter are walking in a rye field, and St. Peter grabs a stalk of rye and chews it. God chastises Peter, saying that the rye is not for him and he should spit it out. Peter complies, and God states a mushroom will grow from that grain. Let it be for the poor. Mushrooms were considered the fingers of Velnius, a Lithuanian god of the dead, reaching out from the world of the dead to feed the poor. Okay. Mushrooms in ancient Egypt and Asia. In ancient Egypt, mushrooms were a rare delicacy, and were associated with, I can imagine, because think about the climate in Egypt. If you were to see a mushroom, it's pretty rare because Egypt would have more of a desert like climate. So mushrooms grow in like a fungus type, they're a fungus, so they grow in a moist, damp, dark area. So that would be hard to run across in a climate like Egypt, or an ecosystem like that. So they were associated with immortality, and as such, only royalty could consume them, because after all, royal persons were descended from the Egyptian gods themselves. Hieroglyphs found in Egypt indicate that mushrooms were being consumed with meals as long as 4,500 years ago. In China and Japan, mushrooms were associated with longevity and strength, partially because some of the most popular mushrooms that grew there were known for stimulating the immune system. Shiitake and maitake mushrooms, in particular, have been used in herbal remedies for time as a part of ritual and religion. The toxin, psilocybin, psilocybin is found in certain mushrooms, and the use of a hallucinogenic fungi has been documented in rituals and dating back thousands of years. Okay. Ooh, let's see. Now it's suggesting stuff. Okay. Dog folklore and legends, egg magic and folklore, stone circles, horse magic, the magic and symbolism of animals, sunflowers. Which y'all want to look at? Oh, all right, here we go. Okay, here, let me see. It says her hair didn't grow. Oh my God. He just said she did shrooms, but it was after. See, Tarot's Apprentice, I was told that too, but honestly, I just said to hell with it and bought my own deck because nobody was sending me shit. Ooh, Tori said sunflowers. Okay. I should have known, Princess. I should have known. Hold on. Oh, no. No, no, no. Okay. Where are we? Sunflower, magic, and folklore. I was just debating on whether, when I did the kitchen, should I make it sunflowers or not. Okay, so early colonists. Mercury is no longer in retrograde, but we've got to deal with this shadow period for a little while, so hang on, y'all. Okay. Early colonists in North America learned about the many uses of sunflowers from the Native American tribes near them. In addition to being useful as a source of yellow and orange dye for fabric, the sunflower also comes in handy medicinally, as it was known for its anti-malarial properties. Some people also believe that sunflower seeds were preventatives against the spread of smallpox. The sunflower originated in South and Central America and migrated north, most likely due to a migration of Spanish conquistadors. Remains of sunflowers dating back to 4,600 years have been found in Mexico. All right. Greek sunflower girl. In Greek mythology, there was a maiden who fell in love with Apollo. Every time he passed overhead in his fiery sun chariot, she stood in her garden and gazed at him longingly, even though she had chores and tasks to attend to. Apollo, who made a point of shining brightly so people on Earth couldn't actually see him, eventually got fed up with the girl's foolishness. Ooh. He flung one of his sun arrows at her, and she turned into a sunflower on the spot. Wow. To this day, she faces the east in the morning and the west in the evening, following the path of Apollo. In some versions of this story, it was not Apollo, but the other gods who took pity upon her and turned her into a sunflower. Oh, wow. In many folkloric traditions, sunflowers are seen as symbols of good luck. Planting them around your home and garden will bring fortune your way. It is also said that if you pick a sunflower at sunset, then wear it on your person, it will bring you good luck the following day. Hey, we got to do that. We got to plant some sunflowers and then pick them at sunset and bring in the good luck. Okay, train. Forward movement in progress. There's your train, Tarot's Apprentice. I'm trying to figure out what kind that is, because I have both. I have Amtrak that runs on that track, passenger train, and then I also have cargo trains. And the Amtrak is, of course, considerably shorter than the cargo train. So we'll find out in a minute. Okay. So, sunflowers are often associated with truth, loyalty, and honesty. If you want to know the truth about something, sleep with a sunflower on your pillow, and the next day, before the sun goes down, the truth shall be revealed to you. I'm going to get some sunflowers in the morning. If there was somewhere tonight, I would go find a damn sunflower. Hunty, that was Amtrak. It's done already. All right. So, wow, the sunflower is considered to be a flower of loyalty because day after day it follows the sun from east to west. In some folk magic traditions, it is believed that slipping a bit of sunflower oil seeds into someone's food or drink will cause them to be loyal to you. Ooh. The sunflower is often associated with fertility. Thanks to its connection to the sun, to bring about conception, eat sunflower seeds or take a ritual bath with sunflower petals. Kelsey, try and get knocked up. Sunflower seeds, bath with sunflower petals. A necklace or crown of dried sunflowers on your head can be worn particularly at Litha, the summer solstice, to bring about fertility. In the 17th century Europe, some rural practitioners of folk magic used an ointment that would help them see the fairy folk, and this used a blend of several summer sun-oriented flowers mixed in with sunflower oil and left in the sun for 3 days until it thickened. In some forms of hoodoo, the sunflower is associated with great joy. The oil is often used as a base in magical oils for ritual purposes. You can blend your own magical sunflower oil by blending it freshly by blending freshly harvested petals into a carrier or base of of oil, which is available at most grocery stores, into sunflower seed oil, which is available at most grocery stores. Please note that this is not the traditional hoodoo sunflower oil recipe, but is one that is still effective. Once you've mixed your oil, consecrate it according to the method of your own magical tradition before using it in spell work, or ritual. A simple way to do this with sunflower oil is also to leave it in the sun to absorb solar energy prior to use. Haha. Brew a tea of sunflower petals and water and use it to asperge around a sacred space, doing summer rituals, litha rituals, or solar related spell work. If you're grieving or feeling down, use sunflower petals in a ritual bath for a sunny pick me up. That is awesome. I'm going to start bringing Tori sunflower so she can bathe. Tori said, yes. Interesting how they say slip sunflower oil someone to make them loyal, while manipulating a person's will is bad luck. Okay, now Tarot's Apprentice, that is the debate that me and my shaman have gone back and forth about. Because my shaman person I go to, one of my mentors is Native American shaman, and she's in Texas though. She's at a reserve out near Tyler, Texas, somewhere. Which is near, if you've ever heard of where Bluebell ice cream is made, going toward Brenham, Texas, and the Hockley area. My mom used to live out there. So Tyler, Texas is out that way. But and there's a reservation out there. That's where she lives. So it depends on your situation. If someone has made you the promise of loyalty and they are not being honest, then she says it is well within your rights to kind of see that person adheres to, because you're being wronged. And while it's not good to influence anyone's free will, that's someone causing you harm, because someone is bringing you in energies that you're not agreeing to, which was my issue in my whole last relationship. It's like, you ever seen, remember those commercials from back in the day about HIV, that if you sleep with person A has slept with person B and C, so you've technically slept with person A, B, and C. I don't choose to sleep with person B and C. I only chose to sleep with person A. So when it comes to actually being involved with someone, it becomes a gray area, because if that person has said, I'm going to be loyal to you, or it is expected that person is loyal to you, and that's a known thing, and they're not, then that's, don't promise some shit you ain't sticking to. I'm just saying. So yeah. So that, I did not know that about sunflower, but the one about putting the sunflower under the pillow and knowing the truth the next day, I'm all over that one. I'm all over it. I'm all over that. I need some truth, because I can't stand, and then I can't stand a person who says, why do I have to tell everybody? Why does everybody have to know? It's not that everybody has to know everything. It's that what are you hiding? I'm very transparent. If anybody wants to know anything about me, all they got to do is watch this damn channel. I'm a very transparent person. I'm very honest about the way I feel. Anything that I've said about masculine when he wasn't here, I've said it when it was here. It's facts. I'm spitting facts. So, I don't feel like you should be offended by what you know to be. I done said it to your face. I'll say it over there. I'll say it over there. I'll say it. I'm not I have nothing to hide. So I don't understand people who do. I understand people who want to remain private, but that's with certain shit. If you just want to remain private because you don't want the world to know certain things about what goes on inside your home, that's one thing. But if you are hiding people from other people, and you know what I'm saying? I ain't got to lie to. I can't stand hiding shit. I'm a very open person. I have nothing to hide. I'm not of that mindset. Honey. I don't do shade. I don't like shade. I'm very open. Okay, let's see. Let's see what other subjects we got. So I'm gonna put some sunflowers under some pillows, honey. Wish I could go get one tonight. Really, really. Okay, let's see. Okay, y'all, chime in, pick a topic. So now we did cats. Well, we did black cats, cats in general. There's eggs, egg magic and folklore is here. Salt, folklore, dog and magic, dog, folklore, legends and magic. Horses, ash trees, okay. Stone circles, weather. That's where I was gonna go next. Butterflies. That's what I got. That's all they got up here. This is a good website. I like this one. The website that I'm on is learnreligions.com. Hey, Sissy Ba, how you doing? Tori said, please do. I am. I'm going to get you some stuff. I'm going to go buy a batch and I'm going to start collecting them. Fireflies. Let's see. That one wasn't here. So let's see. I've heard things about fireflies in relation to death a lot. Firefly spiritual meaning. The firefly spirit animal is also symbolic of guidance in our lives. The natural healthy instinct of human beings is to follow the direction with light and avoid getting lost in the dark. Okay? Okay. Wow, I didn't know that. There are over 2,000 species of fireflies or lightning bugs, as commonly called. Okay, symbolic wisdom. There are no infrared or ultraviolet frequencies. Stop with the pop ups. Frequencies in the light that is produced by the firefly. Fireflies produce a blue light symbolic to wisdom, inspiration, and healing. It doesn't seem blue. It seems yellow. What is that? Symbolic to wisdom, inspiration, and healing, a gift from the God. What a better way to compare an inner glow of the heavenly spirit than with this insect's miraculous light. The magic of believing. It can be almost impossible to believe that what. No, this is not. Can we get to? No, this didn't tell me. Hmm. Okay, the firefly acts as a metaphor of that little light that shines in all of us. Hold on. This isn't giving me what I want. Let's go back. Let's go back to search. Okay, let's try this one. Symbolic meaning of fireflies. Same thing. It's the firefly is symbolic of illumination, teaching us that the light within is the power of life. As she dances melodically through the sky to her own music, she is speaking to ignite the passion of your inner fire. That's all it's saying. Let's see. Everything is pretty much, it's just symbolic of the light that shines within us. This one says a little bit more. Let me see. Okay, well, ladybugs means good news and guests. It is believed in ancient times that fireflies are the love messengers and the bearers of truth in traditions of many nations. There are various superstitions and beliefs about them. Most of them are positive but strong and mean much more than it seems. There are small they are small natural lanterns. Their small natural lanterns begin to light in the midday in mid-May, in the beginning of the summer and the end of spring, when nature starts to give its fruits. And of the fantastic thing that these bugs is that these bugs live very short lives, but their brilliant life is worth mentioning. They're transmitting luminous love messages. So as you can see for yourselves, the most significant meaning is the fact that fireflies are the carriers of love messages, and in so many ways they are connected to emotions, romantic feelings, and love in general toward the world. They appear in the middle of the night, but shine in such a manner that they cast a romantic light on us. Apart from mating, they use their light as protection against predators, so they appear much stronger or more dangerous than they seem. Besides love and all the wonders of our lives that we have or could have, we need to find more purpose, and it should be of a spiritual nature. Native Indians were aware of this fact, and they often have used signals of a firefly to show them the way, in both a literal way and, more importantly, a spiritual way. They teach us that regardless of our size, how big or small or seemingly insignificant we are when compared with the universe. We must strive to find true meaning in our lives based on love and all human principles. If the swarm of fireflies appears near a window or terrace, it's the announcement of joy that is beyond compare, but also a reminder that you need to open the door to that window for joy to come into your life. Metaphorically speaking, keeping the doors closed to joy will keep when keeping the windows and doors closed, joy will never be able to come into your home. If fireflies try to enter the home of a single woman, then that is the announcement that a big love is about to come into her life. When the friend when the friendly firefly enters the house of a married woman, it may indicate pregnancy. The more of these bugs enter the home, then this is a sign that she'll have more than one child. Woo! If the firefly appears in the attic of a home, then when I was pregnant with Latoria and her sister, I had four, like a little small swarm of fireflies that flew in my kitchen door. One night we were sitting on the porch getting fucked up with their Uncle Reggie and some of our friends. And these fireflies, I went in the kitchen. They were flying around the porch. And when I went in the kitchen to grab something, like a little like small group of them flew in the door behind me. Lo and behold, I got two babies. Okay. All right. That's what's up. If the firefly lands on some part of your body, it is the place where the loved one will give you a kiss. And if it circulates above the head of a person, it suggests that a person will have a high position in society or in the future. There is a belief that catching or killing a firefly symbolizes the coming of bad luck for a person. So if you see them, don't kill them. We used to kill them and pull their butts off. I'm just saying. I didn't do it personally, but I've seen it done. Okay. When I was little. If a firefly appears in the attic of a home, then it indicates that the people will have a lot of luck in the coming period. No, go back. Okay. I lost it. Where'd it go? I lost it. Okay. All right. Well, that was about the end of it. Who's here? Okay. Heron symbolism. I had to look up that one because I was seeing those regularly in Houston at night, which was odd. All right. Any other ones? Let's see. Yeah, ladybug is a totem animal. Let's do Taro's Apprentice. That was a good one to bring up. Let's do butterflies. I liked the website that the sunflowers were on. I like that one. Okay, Irish butterfly legends. Irish folklore holds that butterfly is related to the very soul of a human being. It's considered bad luck to kill a white butterfly. What was that you just said? White and yellow were comfort symbols, and I heard white bird in your driveway was supposed to be a medium message. Ah. Oh, the firefly was singing to his wife. That's all. Yeah, so I've seen something about fireflies in death a lot. I don't know what that where it was that I've seen, but it was somewhere. Okay, let's see. It's bad luck to kill a white butterfly because those hold the souls of deceased children. Shit, that's deep. The butterfly is also associated with the fire of the gods and the Delande, which is a magical flame appearing in the Need fire or in the Beltane fire. Beltane is um, spring. It is important to keep an eye on the butterflies because in Ireland, they're known for the ability to pass easily between this world and the next. Ancient Greeks and Rome, the ancient Greeks and Romans held butterflies in a metaphysical regard. The philosopher Aristotle named the butterfly Psyche, which is a Greek word that means soul. In ancient Rome, butterflies appeared in the and appeared on denaro coins to the left of the head of Juno, the goddess of weddings and marriage. The butterfly was associated with transformation, and there is a famous Roman statue of a butterfly flying out of the open mouth of a dead man, indicating that the soul was leaving his body via the mouth. Native American butterfly folklore. Native American tribes had a number of legends concerning the butterfly. The Tohono O'odham tribe of American Southwest believed that the butterfly would carry wishes and prayers to the Great Spirit. To do this, one must first catch a butterfly without harming it and then whisper its secret to the butterfly because the butterfly cannot speak. The only one who will know the prayers is that butterfly and is that but wait, the only one who will know the prayers that the butterfly carries will be the Great Spirit himself. According to this folklore, a wish given to a butterfly is always granted in exchange for setting the butterfly free. Oh, the Zuni people saw butterflies as indicator of weathers to come. White butterflies meant summer weather was about to again begin, but the first butterfly seen but if the first butterfly seen was dark, it meant that a long stormy summer. Yellow butterflies, as you might suspect, hinted at a bright, sunny summer season. In Mesoamerica, the temples of the Teotihuacan are adorned with brightly colored paintings and carvings of butterflies and was associated with the souls of fallen warriors. The Luna moth, which is also mistaken for a butterfly but technically is not one, represents not only spiritual growth and transformation, but also wisdom and intuition. This may be because of its association with the moon and lunar phases. The Russian word for butterfly is babashka, a diminutive baba, old woman. Okay. And the exploration of this, I have heard that butterflies were thought to be witches in disguise in Russian folklore. Okay. It is or was therefore an emotionally highly charged word, which may be the reason for its resistance against borrowing. Oh. And then going back a form, caterpillars are determined little creatures who spend their entire existence preparing to become something else. Because of this, the caterpillar symbolism can be associated with any sort of transformative magic or ritual. Want to shed the baggage of your old life and embrace the new one and beautiful one? Include caterpillars and butterflies in your rituals. Ha ha. Okay. If you'd like to attract magical butterflies to your yard, try planting a butterfly garden. Certain types of flowers and herbs are known for their butterfly attraction properties. Nectarous plants such as heliotrope, phlox, coneflower, catnip, and butterfly brushes are all great plants to add if you want to add hosting plants which form good hiding places for caterpillars. Consider planting alfalfa, clover, and violet. Cool. That's cool. We're going to go for a sunflower butterfly garden. We'll be all right. We'll be all right. All right, y'all. What other subjects we got? This is a good one. We've been going long. About it's what? It's 11. We're gonna give this about anybody else have any major superstitions or meanings or anything that you want to know? Or I wanted to know the one about the weather. That's what I wanted to do, weather history. Okay, there we go. Weather, magic, and folklore. Dowsing is the ability to find a water source in a previously unknown area via divination. In many parts of Europe, professional dowsers were hired to locate new places to dig wells. This was typically done with the use of a forked stick or sometimes a copper rod. The stick was held out in front of the dowser, who walked around until the stick or rod began to vibrate. The vibrations signaled the presence of water beneath the ground, and this was where villagers would dig the next well. During the Middle Ages, this is a popular technique for locating new springs to use as wells as well. But later became associated with negative sorcery. By the 17th century, most dowsing had been outlawed because of its connection to the devil. In many rural agriculture societies, fertility rituals were conducted and to ensure a strong and healthy harvest. Weather divination. How often have you heard the phrase, red sky at night, sailors do not delight? Red sky in the morning, sailors take warning. This saying actually originates in the Bible. In the book of Matthew, he answered and said unto them, when it is evening, they say there will be fair weather, for the sky is red. And in the morning, there will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. In Northern Hemisphere, the celebration of Imbolc and Candlemas coincides with Groundhog Day. Jeez, didn't know that. While the notion of holding a fat rodent up to see if he projects a shadow seems quirky and campy, it's actually something similar to weather predictions done centuries ago in Europe and England. There's an old folk tradition that if the weather is fine and clear on Candlemas, then cold and stormy weather will reign for the remaining weeks of winter. Scotland's Highlanders had a tradition that pounding the ground with a stick until the serpent emerged. The snake's behavior gave them a good idea of how much frost was left in the season. Some weather predictions, folklore related to animals in Appalachia. There's a legend that if the cows are laying down in the field, I've heard this one before, it means rain is on the way. Although this may well be something that mountain folks tell outsiders. Most cows seek shelter under trees or in a barn. um, There's stories that if a rooster crows in the middle of the night, it's foretelling rain the next day, and that if dogs begin running in circles, bad weather is coming. It's also said that birds build their nests closer to the ground than usual when a hard winter is on its way. Okay. That wasn't as awesome as I thought it would be. All right, let's see. Oh, Tarot's Apprentice, my take on the devil is this. I don't believe in the devil in a form like most people do. Um, I simply believe because, like I said, I don't follow Yahweh, but I do believe he is a God. I'm just not a follower of Yahweh. Because like I said, I believe in all the gods. There are many, 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 many gods, and even the Bible tells you there is more than one God. Because then, well, who would he be jealous of? Not only that, there's the story of when Jesus defeated the god Baal, or I believe that's how you say it, and they took over his little followers, which I believe was technically supposed to be like on the island of Crete, which I'm assuming my history teacher was saying from the way that it was explained, kind of seemed to point toward it having been Sicily. So that being said, I simply feel like some of the stories that come from the Bible have some basis. I feel like these stories just didn't come from anywhere. Now, like the story of the birth of Jesus, that one is a end to me because so many cultures have that story and had that story before Jesus. Many. Sumeria and Egypt and many. The mother virgin, all that. So when it comes to the devil, Wiccans don't believe in the devil. But there are people who are followers of what is the devil in the form of like this big evil entity who harvests souls, and you can sign a contract with the devil and yada, yada, yada. That I do not believe. Because first of all, a soul cannot be bought or sold. It can be used for bidding. It can be removed from the body so that the body can be used for other things, which is what I cool believe has happened to Kanye West. I'm just saying. So in that sense of bargaining with an entity, then I believe in that you can sign bargains or contracts where there's something that is to be done in return for the whatever it is that the person's trying to get: money, wealth, fame, beauty, whatever. Now, as far as who the actual devil is, Lucifer, the morning star himself, I believe that it's just like the story goes. Yahweh was doing things and running things, and his best angel, they said he was the most beautiful angel created. Now, what a lot of people do not know, whatever you want to call them, Nephilim, Seraphim, are the same. There are one, and angels and demons are the same species. You get what I'm saying? Just like you and I as human beings can choose to be good or choose to be evil, that's where you get your angel or demon title. But they're all the same creature. They're all the same species. So you have your seraphim and you have good ones and you have bad ones. And that's simply a choice, just like we choose to be good or bad. So angels and demons are indeed the same thing. Lots of cultures know this and believe this to be true. Now, as far as who Lucifer himself is, the morning star, the one who is what is what is masculine saying? He who is he who is the one that something he says. Anyway, he basically said to Yahweh, hey, some of us don't agree with what's going on, whatever it was that they were having the disagreement about. And so basically, I believe, and I've said it before, that all Lucifer simply did was disagree with his daddy. He disagreed with Yahweh, and Yahweh got pissed off, and then a fight ensued, and then he was cast out. Now, the agenda that I was always led to believe that he was presenting was that the punishment that it was in regards to free will. How do you give us, which is the argument I have with Christianity as well, but I follow Yah, which is a different goddess. It's the goddess that is over my head. So, but I do agree with the opinion. How do you give a creature free will? How do you give us free will and then tell us, okay, I've given you this free will and you can do all of these things, but don't, or I'll fuck you up. I'll smite you. I will punish you. I will burn your city, Sodom and Gomorrah. I will flood you, Noah. I will punish you, Abraham. You see what I'm saying? I will cast you out if you don't do Garden of Eden, if you do or don't do what I say. So that was the issue. And then to make it even harder, okay, everything in your body hormonally, when you're going through puberty, leads you towards sex. But to constantly tell somebody sex is bad, sex is wrong, is like a major, how do you tell me don't do this, but yet you make it hard? You get what I'm saying? So that was what I was led to believe the issue was. And so he disagreed with Yahweh and he was cast out. Just like Adam and Eve or whatever ate the apple and they were cast out. Just like Lilith didn't listen in the first place. She didn't like Adam. She wasn't cool with his little dumb ass and she was cast out. Just like, you know what I'm saying? So that's who I believe the devil, if you want to apply the name devil to somebody, that's who it is. Now, all these other entities that are demons that have chosen to go the bad path, I believe there are all kinds of different evil entities, and you can't just say the devil. Because if you learn anything about exorcism, is that it's not the devil specifically who possesses a person. It's a specific entity or demon, because in order to cast that demon out, if you've ever watched Train, a true exorcism, you have to know its name. What is that movie where the rabbi gets rid of the evil box, the Dybbuk box, and which has the soul trapped into it? The Hebrews used to do it. They would trap an evil demon or trap an evil something evil entity within a box, and wherever that box went, if it wasn't protected properly, it could cause harm. And so in that movie, the spirit, the demon got out of the box and possessed a little girl. So the rabbi came to drive the demon out of the girl back into the box. But before he could do so, he had to find out the name of the demon, which I think it was somewhere on the box. So when they say the devil has possessed, it's not the devil himself, I don't believe, who is possessed. And you got to be somebody major for the devil to even want to possess you. But I believe that the demons and the work of evil seraphim does do this, do that, as far as like possessions and things like that goes. Because like I said, if you watch or ever have seen or watch or read about a real possession, in order to drive that demon out of that person, you have to know that particular demon's name, which is usually not the actual devil. So people that follow Satan or that are called Satanists are usually pretty harmless. They kind of just believe in ultimate free will, which is unlike Wiccans. Free will, they don't want to hurt anybody. They just want to be able to live their lives in the way they want to live it without guilt. Like Christianity says, if you do this, you're getting spanked. So that's my take on the devil. But as far as the bringing the skulls into the house, I won't either. I won't bring the skulls into my house. I don't do skulls and stuff like that. The other thing that if you go to, it's on YouTube, and pull up The Haunting of T-Pain. It's a whole series. T-Boz has got one. Oh my goodness, what's his name? From that was just on American Gods that had the issue with them. Oh my God, I can't think of his name right now. He's got one. The guy that played Dean Big Brother Almighty in School Days, he's got one, The Haunting of. If you put in The Haunting of, it's right on YouTube, T-Pain, you'll see where he was haunted, and the hauntings that were being caused within his house were because this fool bought a hearse that you drive the dead folk in and like tricked it out and had it in his garage at one point. And that's how the demon got into this spirit, or this entity got into his house. So you have to be very careful as a whole. A lot of things, I don't fuck with antiques. I don't want the vase that was made in 1935. I don't want none of that. You keep that over there. I don't want the vase. I don't want the plate. I don't want the chair. I don't want no. And like, because we have a house, Tori and Kelsey, you'll tell you, there's a house that sits on the Dillon Hunt family property where my son lives. We call it the big house. It's a 2-story white house. Could be a beautiful house if someone put money into it, which is what I would have originally intended if I was allowed back in that time when I was part of the family, but I wasn't heard. And I actually found I actually talked to a lady that was going to help us finance it, but nobody would listen to me because it's a landmark and they would have restored it for free and no one would listen to me. I wasn't heard because I wasn't originally family and I was a woman. So anyway, there were all types of antiques in this house and everybody was like, oh, I want this, I want that. And I was like, no, none of that. Y'all keep all that. I don't want that. You keep all that. I just and people will tell you. So there's spirits and entities and things can become energies can become attached to items, and I'm not interested. I don't do antique shop. I'm good. I'm good over here. So yeah, skulls. I'm not into skulls. Taxidermy. That's some evil shit. Who the fuck wants the dead moose head, the dead deer head? Who wants that staring at them? Who the hell wants the cat that they had for 20 years that finally died stuffed and sitting by the fireplace? That's some creepy shit. Let it go. Ashes to ashes, honey. I can't do taxidermy. I don't do taxidermy. That's crazy. I cannot. Let me see. What else weirds me out? Graveyards don't bother me. I fear the living more so than the dead. Let's see. Now, and back to the Kanye thing. When people that don't talk talk, usually they know some shit. And if you look at the people who have given very few interviews, and like, okay, the person I'm referring to, Will I Am, and I you can pull it up. It's on YouTube. It's on YouTube as well. Where he says, and I quote, somebody asked him about Kanye's weird behavior, and he says, and I quote, "That's not Kanye. He's not in there." And he says something like he is long gone. And I know what that man meant when he said that. Spirit talked to me right then, and he was like, "That's not the soul. He's not in there." So the original soul of the Kanye we know from Jesus Walks has been left the building. What's in him? Who's in there now? I don't know. So, but the whole signing the contract thing and the whatever. The other thing that was brought to my attention lately was that, which I talked to my shaman about this. She was like, "You're near the train again, huh?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "Because you're a protector of a crossroads." And I was like, "What?" And a train for people who want to make a bargain or a demon with an entity. Or now there are people say, if you want to deal with certain voodoo gods, I'm not even going to call names, they will appear at a crossroads. The other answer to a crossroads, that's where two streets completely meet and intersect. And it has to be a right angle crossroad. It can't be like a slant, or, you know what I'm saying? It's got to be a straight plus crossroad. The other answer to that is the train track. A train track, for some reason, is another place that you can make those types of deals. And people that are light workers often live near them for that purpose, because we're like protectors of. And when I tell you, I've seen odd things on the train tracks. So, Stephen Miller always said that man is vacant. Yeah, it does say adventure. It really does. So yeah, so well, that's my take on devils and demons. And now I'm not saying all evil beings are seraphim. I believe there are some other forms of evil entities, but yeah, I mean that's my take on the devil, and I don't believe that devil worshippers are evil. Everybody, please take time to click like and subscribe or anything of that nature. Yeah, I agree. And there are several people that I have felt was, and now I don't know. Honestly, after Black Parade was dropped, the buzz about Beyonce charging her crystals in the moonlight. Let me tell you how something happens when you put a woman that was born in a witchly energy. Those of us that were born witches, because whether my daughters and my children want to claim it or not, we were all born witches. Even my oldest son, who is off his damn rocker and has horrible behavior socially, has some shamanistic abilities. Because if you look, because he's a tattoo artist, he's a natural tattoo artist. He's never been trained. That boy can tattoo. And if you look at ancient cultures, only in certain cultures, only shaman and people that were guided to or called to could do tattoos, because it's like a merging of energies when someone does a tattoo for you. It's a spiritual experience. And so basically that should be his purpose, if he would just sit down somewhere and stop being a dumbass. But all of my kids were born and have have natural abilities and powers as well. They just simply need to embrace it. And I do believe that a lot of us are born witches, and we can all tap into certain powers, but I believe that some family lines, because they've nurtured it, are a little bit closer. Because if my grandmother was the biggest freaking healer, not only was she a nurse, but she was she could fix it. No matter what it was, if go see Nanny and she could fix it. No matter how, she could make you feel better. I had second and third degree burns to my feet and legs when my kids were small, in about 2003 or 4 is when it happened. And when I tell you now, you can barely see those scars because she cared for them. And I've seen people that have way worse scarring than I do from burns. And this was a hot grease burn, a flaming, it had caught on fire. And I had to push one of my girls out of the way and while moving the pot, and that's what got me fucked up. I spilled it on my feet and legs. So, and because of her, you can barely tell that it ever happened. So the devil can't be true. Evil is he who's created in revolt. Right. If you're all knowing, then you should have known this too. My mother's family are all Wiccan, just don't claim it. Right. Right, Tarot's Apprentice. So we're all Wiccan. And so that related to, if you look at what went down, There was Becky with the good hair. And Jay-Z admitted to cheating. And look at his pictures now. Look at that man now. Tell me that man looks like somebody did something spiritually to him. That won't, trust me, sure as I'm brown and I sit here before you, Beyonce put a hex, she got that man under control magically because that caused her some pain. She was beautiful, she was a celebrity, but you did not hear about Beyonce being with this person, that person, this person, that person, and the third. She was loyal to that motherfucker and he fucked her over. He broke her heart. And that shit hurt her to her soul. When you hurt a witch to their soul, you are in trouble. And don't be surprised at what happens to you. Whether she did something specifically or whether her ancestors just got her back like that. Jay-Z is in his place, is he not? Look at that man. He looked like a little pitiful puppy dog. I'm so serious. I'm just it's that she gave him a bath. That's what I'm talking about. And I'm about Tarot's Apprentice. Please check your email. I sent you my phone number. And we have to talk. I need something has happened. Something has happened because I'm so close to using my abilities to handle this situation with masculine because I can't anymore. I just can't. And I don't know, he's just not, and I just can't. Honey. So I might need to give his ass a bath. I don't know what the hell, but something needs to go down because I can't. There's got to be something. There's got to be something. So, but I'm telling you, look at Jay-Z. Something happened. That man does not look the same. He don't look the same. Something went down. Jigga is not in there. Well, in a way they are Tarot's Apprentice, but my thing is the way that it affects me specifically. In a way they are, but it's like he's not learning. I thought somebody had an accident. I heard it. The ancestors have him reduced to, they have him reduced. Currently, I don't know if he watches my chats. I really don't give a fuck. But currently, he's trying to get into a class to do something. Okay? He's trying to get his CDLs. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to get into a class through Public Works to get his CDLs. For this paperwork is on freeze. It's not, he cannot, these people are not calling him back. They're not responding to him. And it's like along the way, they are through our whole relationship, they spanked that ass every time he did something. Karma hit him every time he did something. And every time he does something to me, he suffers and he pays. Now, the other day we had yesterday, we had words. It was a text argument. And I didn't even really argue because I said to him, the way you argue is horrible. Why is it that when we argue, every little thing that you claim I did to you wrongly, I have to hear about? But I don't bring up all the shit you did and what I did. And what I did do finally for 4 months, I treated you the way you treated me for 8 years. And I'm wrong. And I still didn't even really do anything. But yet, he's hurt. Like he did nothing to cause the point that he took me to. You know what I'm saying? People tell people how you acted, but they don't tell people what they did to make you act that way. And I still did not respond like most women would have responded. So, and on the other hand, I responded like every woman would have responded. You got to go. And then like I told him, he said, well, I was depressed and I felt like I was homeless. You wouldn't have had to feel that way if you didn't lie and cheat for 8 fucking years. That constantly. So I just was like, well, fine. I just like, was fine. Whatever. I didn't go back and forth with him like that. I was just like, I'm not doing this. I was like, the way you argue still has not changed. You have not changed. Your behavior as far as doing things in return, because it used to be I did a bunch of shit for you and you didn't do shit back. As far as that has gotten better, I agree. It's a little more balanced now. I'll help him with certain things, but when he does come here, he does everything that I need done. You know what I'm saying? If there's something tall I can't reach, or this I need done, or that I need done, or this I need moved, or this I need to get, or that I need to get, he does that much. But as far as anything else, he does go through these periods where he hits his resentment and he was like, well, you did this and you said that. Yeah, okay, I said those things, but they were the truth. I did that. And I was like, yes. And I was hurt and I was angry. And that's why I said that. And I did apologize. But if you don't forgive me and you don't trust me, then why are you dealing with me? Don't deal with me. Don't come around me. But it's to the point where he's not learning. He's not seeing and what spirit is trying to show him. And I don't know I'm at the end of my rope. You still went right back to arguing the same petty ass way you used to. You ain't learned nothing. And so I had to make a decision that I'm not dealing with that. I might call him if I want some, but other than that, I'm not dealing with that. You haven't learned anything. That's not what I want. I don't want somebody that's going to try to obliterate me because we're having a current argument. Why do I have to hear about last year? So, right. And he's just right. It's not going to work until he balances himself. Exactly. And he's not getting the point that he's not going to get anywhere with anything but they've told me he's not going to get anywhere. I mean, I've offered, to help when he gets to that point, I was like, I'll help you in any way I can, because the school that he has to go to, he's about an hour away. But if he can get into the class is here where I live at for 4 weeks. And I was like, if you have to stay here while you take the class, that's fine. But he's not even going to get into that class. And then there's a physical he's got to pass where he has high blood pressure. And his mama and his daughter keep him stressed the fuck out. And then if he does get it, he has to find a company he can get the CDLs with a felony, but finding a company that'll hire you with said felony is the next issue. So I'm just sitting here, and everything he's tried to accomplish. First, he was trying to sign up for barber school. Corona hit, shut that down. I mean, and he's going, I don't want to have to depend on anybody. I don't want to have to need anybody's help. You wouldn't have had a problem depending on me. You could have depended on me. I would have been there to help you. I'm still here helping you. And I'm still dependable and reliable. And you would have never had an issue with nowhere to live or my dependability or my reliability if I had had that from you. If you had been loyal and you had been faithful and you had been honest, we would have never had an issue. You and your daughter would be straight. But no, you want to be a hoe and drag the child into it. Taking her to other women's houses and they playing with her kids and she playing with his kids while they're in the room. And the child told me at 5 years old. So what the hell? If you had not done those types of things, we wouldn't have issues. And I'm just sitting here like, what? How much do you have to get beat down? And then there's other issues I don't want to deal with, like his lying ass baby mama and his mama. So he has things to get in order, and I don't want to deal with it. I just don't want to deal with it. I have too much going on. I'm having major health issues right now. I don't have time. Are people protesting? Or is that music? I think that's music. So, anything anybody else want to discuss in general? Right, I don't know. Towers Apprentice, I don't know. So I need help. I need a reading outside of here. I'll send you a donation and you can help me out. But I emailed you my phone number. I'm horrible. And I saw your message about doing a reading with y'all. Whenever you want to, let me know and we can set it up and schedule it. I can let you know what my work schedule is. But I didn't see it in time. I guess I'm just dealing with so much right now. I'm dealing with so much right now. So we got Miss and Joy After Dark. Ask Miss and Joy After Dark coming up tomorrow night. I was gonna do some questions tonight, but I'm not feeling it. I'm tired. I need to get some rest. I did work. I got off 7 o'clock this morning. I came home. I got a few hours of sleep, but I've been tossy turny. I have the thing with argument with him really triggered the fuck out of me because I wasn't expecting him to still. And my thing is, when he used to get caught doing shit, I had to forgive. Was like, are you still talking about it? Are you still not over it? And he was like, well, I just found out 2 months ago that you said such and such and such to my baby mama, which that irritated me because I was there for this woman and we had formed like a friendship. And she like told him everything that we discussed. Well, no, I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure she didn't tell him what she said. But she told him what I said in a malicious way, and it wasn't a malicious conversation. The conversation was not malicious. So if I could get to her, I would actually put my hands on her. But I sent her a message and cussed her out. Yes, I sure did because you backstabbing bitch. But I told her and I said, yes, I'm Aries. I'm petty. I said in the message, I was like, because she stabbed him and the guy she's currently kind of, I guess, dealing with, she stabbed him in the head as well. I was like, well, you're so good at stabbing people. I should have known you was going to stab me in my back. You raggedy bitch. I even encouraged her to keep the lines of communication open, regardless of how she felt about him, because they have a child. But I'm pretty sure nothing positive that I said came through when she talked to him, because then all of a sudden she like deleted me as a friend and I was like, what the fuck? And just stopped speaking. So now I know why. And I just don't want to go back to dealing with shit like that. I just really don't want to go back to dealing with shit like that. So we got Ask Miss and Joy coming up tomorrow night. I may, depending on how late I'm out, it might be late because I'm going to see my daughters tomorrow. I've been sitting around crying and on a downward spiral since the little argument yesterday, because he's a hurtful arguer, you know, very hurtful arguer. You could not have, I didn't say a hurtful thing to him, but yet I got tore the fuck down. That's hurtful. Um, and so I've been on a downward spiral, and then I'm overtired. I've been sick. I'm having some medical issues. I had a bad reaction to medications and treatment that I've been dealing with. So it takes a toll on your body regardless. And so it just got me to the point where I broke some shit with haywire. But I'm in order now. I'm good. But because of that, I'm tired. So I just have to like recharge. I'm going to get some rest. And I'm going to take my stuff with me. I may actually, depending on how late it gets, I may actually do it from there or stay down there with my daughters. I may do it from there. I may do it from here, but it may be late if I can come all the way back home and do it from here. So, so I don't know if Tori was still watching my chat or did she fall asleep, but I'll be down there. So I'll be down there to see y'all in the morning. Well, not in the morning. Taja gets off at 2. And I don't know if my Tori's got to work or not, but I'll be down there. And I want to see my son, so I'm still going to leave a little early. Excuse me. And I actually have to do a lot of driving. I have to go to my job and get a flu shot that I don't want. And then I'm going to go see my kids. I guess I'll do the flu shot thing. I don't know. I have until the 11th. Then, so. Anybody got anything else? After y'all listen to my, thank you for listening to my bitching and my whining. I appreciate y'all as always. Anybody have any issues they want to discuss before we go? I'm not the only one allowed to vent here. Everyone else is welcome to vent as well. As you know, the name of the channel used to be Miss and Joy's Spiritual Life Advice channel, but that was so long. Now we're just Miss and Joy's Tarot. Anybody, anything? Thank you, everybody, for coming out. Everybody. You know what I might do? It's what, 11:30? Thank you for texting, because I'm not either. That's the introvert thing. I'm not a talker. I'm more of a texter. So yes, text is fine. Tarot's apprentice. Text is perfectly fine. Because I'm on the move most of the time anyway. I might do questions for an hour. Let's do that. I'll do questions for an hour. I like tonight. Tonight was fun. I don't know what the next cosmic chat topic will be, but I'll think about it. And if anybody's got any suggestions, please feel free to drop those suggestions in the comments. I'll put up a community post asking for suggestions for the next topic. I had fun tonight. I did. I really did. I expected more from the weather, though. I wanted to know more about the weather. I know it's a bad omen if it rains on your wedding day. It rained on my wedding day. Yeah, it was a bad omen. It really was. All right, y'all. If you want to click off and click back on, I'm gonna do questions for about an hour. Thank you for coming out. I love y'all. And for anybody who doesn't come back, Marie's been so quiet tonight. And I got to check on Marie and see how she's doing. She's a dang. So, all right, I'm going to do questions for like an hour. So I'm going to log off and log back on. All right, give me a minute. Of course, y'all know I'm going potty in between. I be oversharing. That's because I love y'all. Y'all family. Okay.